So as I mentioned yesterday, Portia and I celebrated our 4th wedding anniversary over the summer. Thank you. So I want to tell you a little bit about the party. Every year we have this anniversary party at our farm, and we set up picnic tables and benches and blankets everywhere, and we serve drinks and hay. It's fun. And so this year we had the biggest party ever. We invited 300 people, which is a lot of people because usually we invite like 2 people. Because it's hard to plan a big party because you just never know who to invite. You start with the inner circle, and that's easy. You know, the inner circle for me is Portia, David Beckham, and Mr. T. That's our core group. We hang out. And once you start expanding, it becomes difficult because you invite this person, then you have to invite that person. You invite that person, then you have to invite the other person, and then you invite that person, and there's another. And the next thing you know, you're inviting your mother. So here's what I didn't realize until it was too late. You invite 300 people, you have to say hello to 300 people, and then you have to say goodbye to 300 people, that's like 600 hugs and up to 1,200 kisses depending on how many French people are there. Because they want both sides of the cheek. They don't just do the one. You leave them hanging and they're just still out there like that. And it wasn't just the number of people that was the issue. This year we also had, what are those little things called? Kids. And we invited kids. Obviously, Portia and I don't have kids. That's why the 4 years that we've been together have been so peaceful and clean. And we've never invited kids before. And last year, we sent out, this is the invitation that we sent out last year. And at the bottom, it says, we love your kids, but this is an adult celebration. And this year, we decided, oh, let's invite the kids. So this year, the invitation said, we love your kids, so feel free to bring them. Because we thought the more the merrier, right? Wrong. We've already made up next year's invitation, and it says, we met your kids, so don't bring them. Am I right? Kids! You don't even know what happened in your cheering, and you agree with me already. Here's why. About 10 minutes into the party, and seriously, literally, like 300 people are there, and we had a situation. And by situation, I mean a toilet overflowed. Not a little bit, not a little bit. You know when you see on the news, like a water main breaks? It was worse than that. It was just, there was water everywhere, it just flooded everywhere. So we had to call Roto-Rooter. And so, you know, that's nice to have a Roto-Rooter truck right in the middle of a party. That classes it up. And they spent hours snaking out the toilet. And so anyway, it's not like people were drinking and needing to use the bathroom, 300 people. And so the whole time, they're snaking the toilet, and there's that going on, and then the guy's like, there's Diane Keaton. So like 2 hours later, they end up, this is what they pulled out of the toilet: a cocktail napkin, a paper towel, and a child's plastic bracelet, all flushed down the toilet. So I'm assuming it was a kid, or Ron Howard. He was there, and he was wearing that. And while that was happening, as if it wasn't enough, paparazzi showed up, and Roto-Rooter found him trying to climb through the drain pipe. They were actually... They were in a helicopter circling the property, and at first I was like, great, who called the paparazzi? And I started accusing people and glaring at my friends, and my first thought was Sofia Vergara, because she's jealous of my looks. And always has been. And then I realized that maybe, possibly, there was a chance that it could have been the skywriting that tipped him off. I really was. So I was like, who called the paparazzi? And then later I was like, oh, it could have been the skywriting. So we have this tradition. Every year we get a skywriter to celebrate our anniversary with the number of the years. But this year I surprised Portia with this in the sky. It said E heart P. Okay, so... And so the first year was 1, which this was the first year. And then, of course, the next year, the skywriter, 2. And then the next year, say it with me, 7. Oh, you're right. Okay. And then, so there's 3. That was like 4 planes in a row. They did that kind of skywriting thing. And then this year, it should have said 4, but if you look at it, it looks a little more like F hour. F our anniversary. How dare you? So, writing words using an airplane is harder than it seems. If he would have kept going, I mean, it was really just angling down. We learned a lot this year. We learned that skywriting attracts paparazzi. We learned that toilets attract children. And even though they seem real fancy, celebrities can't tell you if you serve them boxed wine. They had no idea.